Most of us don't realize it, but safety is an illusion. One phone call, one accident, one moment you never see coming, and the world stops feeling stable. The floor gives way, and everything you built your life on seems to vanish into thin air. But here's the part no one ever tells you. You can live without safety and still live fully. In fact, some of the strongest people on Earth already do. They've learned a secret we've forgotten. Safety doesn't disappear gradually, it snaps. One event and everything you trusted collapses. A job loss, a disaster, a betrayal, a diagnosis, a siren in the distance that wasn't meant for someone else, but for you. In that moment, we learned that what we called safety wasn't really protection. Most of the time, it was just routine, disguised as control.
We built walls of predictability, the same commute, the same schedule, the same expectations, hoping they would hold back the chaos of the world. But when one of those walls breaks, we're not left with nothing. We're left with the truth. Life has always been fragile. We just weren't looking. And that raw, terrifying realization, that is the first step to surviving without the illusion you once depended on. When safety disappears, fear takes its place. It's an immediate, primal response. The racing heartbeat, the sweating palms, the shallow breath that catches in your throat. And in our world, fear feels like failure. It feels like a system malfunction, a sign that you are broken and unable to cope. But here is the critical twist, the insight that changes everything. Fear is not a malfunction, it's a message. It is your body's ancient, intelligent alarm system screaming one clear directive. Wake up, focus, adapt. Your senses are heightened for a reason.
Your adrenaline is pumping for a reason. It's not trying to paralyze you, it's trying to prepare you. The people who learn to thrive in chaos, the ones who navigate the storm without a map, aren't fearless. They're fluent in fear. They've learned its language. They understand its rhythms. They've stopped trying to outrun it because they know that's impossible. Instead, they learn to walk with it. They let it be the companion that keeps them alert, the cold whisper that reminds them what's at stake. They learn to harness its energy instead of being consumed by it. When you stop fighting fear and start listening to it, its role begins to change. It stops being a prison that locks you in place, and it becomes a compass that doesn't point back to the false safety you lost, but forward, into a life that is uncertain, yes, but also profoundly real. A life lived not in spite of its fragility, but in full, unflinching awareness of it. And in that awareness, you don't just survive, you find the strength to truly live.
There's a particular kind of silence that happens inside your head when things fall apart. A high-pitched ringing where your thoughts used to be. It's the feeling of being untethered, of watching events unfold without any ability to influence them. The mind collapses when it feels powerless. It's a shutdown sequence. We're taught to seek shelter when this happens, to find a safe harbor until the storm passes. We spend our lives building walls and hoarding supplies, all in the pursuit of security. But what if that's the wrong goal entirely? The secret to surviving in a world without safety isn't about finding security somewhere out there. It's about creating control, piece by piece, right here. Because control is not a static thing. It's not a guarantee you can frame and hang on the wall. Control is an action. It's a verb. It's the conscious choice to engage with your immediate reality. You can't command the storm to cease. The wind and rain don't listen. But you can feel the cold draft on your skin. Walk to the window and feel the solid wood under your hand as you push it shut. You can hear the click of the latch. In that moment, you have exerted your will on your environment. You can't control the torrent of global news or the anxieties of the future, but you can control the rise and fall of your own chest. You can focus on one deep, deliberate breath. You can control your next decision, no matter how small. and you can control your very next step. This is the fundamental shift. People who endure immense hardship don't just wait for life to stabilize. They don't have that luxury. They stabilize themselves. They become the eye of their own hurricane. What they build inside isn't safety. That's too fragile, too dependent on the outside world. What they build is strength. And this isn't some new skill we have to learn from scratch. We are genetically engineered for this. Humans are built for uncertainty. Take a moment and really think about our ancestors. Imagine their world, a world of predators, of sudden famine, of brutal, unforgiving cold, of tribal war. Their existence was a masterclass in navigating danger. They didn't survive because their lives were safe.
They survived because they learned to move through the danger, to live within it. Your mind, your very nervous system, carries that same ancient blueprint. And when everything around you feels unstable, that blueprint doesn't fail you. It activates. It brings hidden systems online. Systems that have been dormant perhaps, but never gone. Focus becomes razor sharp, cutting through the noise to see the one thing that needs to be done right now. Instinct, that quiet voice you usually ignore, starts speaking with undeniable clarity. And resilience, that's the deep well you draw from, the energy that helps you get back up after you've been knocked down for the 10th time. And with these systems online, your perception changes. You start seeing solutions you never noticed before. You see a tool where you once saw a broken piece of junk. You see a path where you once saw a wall. You stop waiting for conditions to be perfect, for someone else to give you a green light. You just start acting. And in doing so, you begin to uncover the person you were supposed to be, before a life of comfort softened your edges, before you forgot what you were capable of. You aren't being made weaker by this. You aren't broken. You are being sharpened. To live without the illusion of safety is to reveal something incredibly rare, something most people never get to see. Your real self. It's you, stripped of all illusion, all pretense, but filled, absolutely, with possibility. We've been chasing a ghost. Safety is peaceful, yes, but it is not guaranteed. And if we're being honest with ourselves, it never was. So what is guaranteed? What can we actually count on? Your ability to endure, your ability to rebuild from the rubble, your ability to rise again after every single collapse. That is the only guarantee that matters. Because safety doesn't make us human. Strength does. Adaptation does. Hope does. And once you learn how to truly live without safety as your primary goal, you stop fearing the moment it disappears. And in that moment, you finally understand what it means to be free.